Hey, if you're really committed to getting to the next level, we always talk about that. Whatever that means for you, there's always a next level. There's always a point B. I want you to join me today for part 3 in our series on the $1 Million Seller Roadmap. And this goes for VPs of sales, CEOs, frontline salespeople, account managers. You are all on a journey. The better we can be at defining what the stages and steps on that journey are, the quicker you can get there. Today, we're going to talk about maximization, amplification, mastery. What can you do to really open the floodgates and pour gasoline on the fire and get to a whole new level? So if you have not watched or listened to the last 2 episodes, make sure you go back. I'm not going to do a ton of review here because I want to respect your time and I want to get to the stage 3. As I told you in the earlier episode that I've been working on this concept of a client roadmap, and the roadmap is designed to get you to your destination, whatever that is. You need to have this same thing for your customers. If you don't, you're missing a huge opportunity. I've introduced this to almost all of my clients. They love it. It's not easy to put together, but once you have it, this is what separates you from everybody else. You have the roadmap to get them to the promised land. Nobody else does. So there's no better way to create an offer than to say, here's where I'm going to take you if you want to go there. So let's talk about mastery and amplification. Step 7 is the idea that I want you to pursue larger accounts, larger clients, larger deals. This could be in sheer dollars. It could be in strategic ventures. It could be lining up relationships with other people. It could be anything, but it's the idea that I want you to leverage your time by pursuing larger and larger deals. And the one thing you have to do in order to do this is you have to be a thought leader. We're going to talk about in step 9 how to really do that, but you've got to have something different. You can't go in and be a salesperson if you're going to pursue large deals. They sniff that out from a mile away. You can't go in and talk like a salesperson, act like a salesperson, handle objections like a sales. You can't do that. Large organizations don't want that. They could get that anywhere. They don't need that from you. So I want you to start thinking about how do I position myself properly so I'm a thought leader, so that when they invite you in because you've got a YouTube channel or you've got a podcast or you've written extensively on the hazards of the business or the trends, that you will show up very differently. So if you're going to pursue larger clients, I'm all for it. I think also, second tip here that I'll give you is I think you need some kind of an audit or assessment so that you're not just in there flapping your gums and they're flapping theirs. You want to have a dedicated assessment, a rigorous assessment that you can identify what the problems are. Step 8 in our system, the $1 Million Seller Method, you've got to be the guide. And we talked about this a little bit on the mindset section. I want you to really embrace this idea of you being the guide. Because whether it's a large company or whether it's a lot of small companies, maybe you are doing webinars for hundreds of people, half of whom are real prospects for you. I want you to embrace this guide mentality where you are here, and I consider myself a guide. I'm helping you decide if you're going to get to this next level, these are the steps that you're going to take. I can guide you through that. You can do it on your own. You can hire somebody else to guide you through it. I happen to have all the things underneath this in worksheets and handouts ready, but you can find somebody else to do it. My role is as the guide to help you get from where you are to where you want to be. That's your role as a client-facing person as well. Help them get where they want to go. And the step 9 in this whole process is becoming influential. Becoming influential means that you've got to have your own platform. That platform could be a podcast, it could be YouTube, it could be a channel, it could be a webinar series, masterclass series. It could be a course that you create. But I want you to have a platform that you funnel people to, a platform that you can funnel people to, so that if somebody calls you and wants to set up an appointment, let's say it's a cold outreach, they saw your website or they got referred to you. Do you have a place to send them to consume your platform? Do you have a page on your website that has all of your videos on it? Not on YouTube, but on your website. You can post them on YouTube, but bring them over. Can you even build a website? I'm shocked at how few people can even still build a web page. And here we are talking about AI, and we can't even build web pages. So somebody in your organization needs to build you a web page, and this needs to cost $15, not $15,000, where you can put all your videos. So that way, before a call, you can send them to that page and say, hey, I answer the top 10 questions here that typically people have on the first call. Why don't you take a look, consume it, and then when we get together, I'll answer any that I didn't answer on the video page. So that's how you become influential. You make your mark globally and a little bit more with more reach. And if you have a territory in, South Carolina, North Carolina, Eastern Seaboard, and you've got 3,000 dentists or doctors that you call on, then you create a platform for those people. Maybe your platform, I've got one client down there who does a Friday afternoon FAQ for all the dentists in that region. And he does it on LinkedIn, I think, and he also co-streams it on YouTube through StreamYard. But now dentists know that every Friday at 3, he's going to be imparting some wisdom. Here's one thing I learned this week. Here's a question I had about a new operatory procedure or whatever. So he's really becoming influential because he's building his own platform and then inviting people to it. So the 3 stages, once again, are building the foundation or that awakening. Step 2 is that interaction that you have with your prospects, either online, virtually, digitally, or physically. And then the 3rd step is mastery or amplification of that. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you haven't listened to the first 2, make sure you go back and start from the beginning. But I wanted to share this with you. We're going to be talking about some of these components in upcoming episodes. And I'll also give you a chance to get this document. I don't have that ready yet, but keep listening over the next couple episodes and we'll get that done so you can have a copy of it. Once again, if you're interested in bringing this in, if you want me to work with you and your people and your team, go to billcaskey.com. There's a contact us page. You can tell me what your intentions are. We'll book a call. And if you're interested in being a part of one of our training groups, group coaching, you can give me that information there. We'll do a 15, 20-minute call. No obligation, just easy to talk live instead of all on digital. So I will see you later. See you next week.